Hey guys, so I just got off of the day one live call of the Ballet Journal Jumpstart where we're talking about analogies, and it was great. But I wanted to come on here live, hey, and just talk about ballet journaling because I talked in day one. Hey, how are you? I'd love to hear where you're at and where you're tuning in from. I just talked about in the day one of the Ballet Journal Jumpstart why ballet journaling is something that I talk about all of the time, why I think it's so important, and why I think it really, really makes a difference. So I wanted to jump on and share that with you guys because it is like the number one thing that I recommend when any student or anyone here online comes up to me and asks me, like, what should I do to get better? Like, what do I need to do to get where I want to go? The number one thing that I always say is ballet journaling. And it's usually not met with a ton of excitement. I think a lot of times when people ask that question, they're looking for like a really specific set of exercises, or like you should be doing this much stretching per week, and you need to be taking class this many times per week, and you need to be, hey guys, how are you? You know, you they're looking for like a concrete answer. Like, take class this much, stretch this much, do this exercise and this exercise and this exercise. And when I say ballet journaling, they're like, oh, well, that's not going to help. Like, that's not what I'm looking for. But the reason that it's so important is because I can't tell you what you need to do for your body. You have so much wisdom already inside of you, in your brain and in your body. And journaling helps to bring that wisdom out, right? We get so stuck out here in the physical aspect of ballet specifically because it is so physical. And we get so stuck in like, how do I get these muscles and this flexibility and do this move so I can be a dancer? And it's not about that. That's coming at it from the outside in rather than coming at it from the inside out. And I just believe wholeheartedly that the inside out is the most effective way, right? So, why do I always recommend ballet journaling as my first tip? So, journaling has always been a practice that I've gone in and out of throughout life, but whenever I'm really doing it, when I'm making it a habit and I'm journaling, it's life-changing, right? It's like connecting your body and your brain, and it's taking a moment from like this breakneck speed of life that we're always in, jumping around from thing to thing, and like actually thinking about what you're thinking. So thank you for that. I love journaling because it helps you to process out what is going on up here, right? In your thoughts and your emotions. And writing them out helps you to process through it and kind of pick out, like what's not you, what's not serving you, and then pick out the real gold that's in there. Because I know each one of you has a lot of gold in there. And so when I started ballet at 14, I had a lot of thoughts and emotions about it, right? To start as a teen and be behind, and you have a lot of thoughts and emotions as a teen no matter what. So that's how my ballet journaling journey started. But then it became really practical too, because I started writing down corrections and like drawing out lines of energy and helping with things like figuring out my right and my left and picking up combinations quicker by writing them down and going through them after class and before class happened again. And looking back on it, I really believe that journaling is one of those key components of why I progressed as quickly as I did. So that is it in a nutshell. There's a lot there. Journaling goes very deep. Ballet goes very deep. All of it goes deep. There's many layers. But I wanted to jump on, since we just talked about that on the day one of the Ballet Journal Jumpstart, I wanted to share that with you because I think sometimes when people hear me talk about ballet journaling, they're kind of like, yeah, that's great if you have like buckets of time and you want to light a candle and stuff. And that's not it at all. Like, even regular journaling, there's a lot of times where I don't want to do it, right? There's something else, I'm too busy. And if I just sit down and start, I'm always grateful for it after the fact, because it is not like some self-care fluffy thing. It's actually working with your brain. Your brain is what's directing everything that you do. And so as you start ballet, especially if you're a late starter or an adult dancer, we have so many things already going on up here, and ballet is so intricate and layered and fast, right? There's just so much happening that taking that time to process it in a different way trains your brain to be looking for clues throughout class, picking them up and storing them for later because it knows you're going to go write it down. And to me, that's like a beautiful shortcut for learning ballet, or really anything else that you want to learn. So I would love to hear from you guys if you've tried ballet journaling, if it was confusing to you, if it felt like a waste of time to you. And I want to know how long you tried it, because that's another thing, is that you can't just be like, oh yeah, like I tried that. I wrote down a combination, it didn't really help me the next time. It's the reason I call it a practice, because you have to practice it. You have to do it more than once. Yeah, you have to start training your brain. You train your brain the way that you train your body. And I actually think that you're always training both at the same time. That's another side note. But you have to do the work. Yeah, you have to be patient with yourself. You have to push through kind of that initial discomfort of being like, I don't have time for this. This isn't working. Like, this isn't for me. And there's a lot of workarounds too. So if you want to learn anything more about that, just DM me, because I'm telling you, this is like what I'm all about, and I could talk about it forever. But I have to go edit the replay so I can put it up for all the people who couldn't make it live. So thank you guys for being here, for talking with me. Honestly, connecting with you guys is like my favorite thing. So I'll see you later.